Hi, everybody. This is Pastor Stephen from the Black Robed Regiment of Western New York. Our website's done. Check it out, brrofwny.com. If you know any clergy or ministry workers who may be interested, share that with them. Tell them to contact us on there. If anybody is elsewhere in New York and you want to start your own company there, let me know, and I'll be happy to help you do that. There's a term going around right now all the time. The term is Christian nationalist. And what that really means and what liberals see it as meaning are two different things. If you love your country and you believe that Christianity or biblical principles had anything to do with the founding of it, if you believe that most of the founding fathers at least had a strong respect for the scriptures and valued its input, if you believe that that we should say in God we trust and one nation under God, if you believe any of those things, you are a Christian nationalist. And by the way, for those of you who in our group who aren't Christians, they're grouping you right in with it. Anybody who holds a patriotic love for their country and traditional Americanism is now a Christian nationalist. And of course, the goal in that is to isolate and to group us all into one big group so that we're easier to target. There's nothing wrong with loving your country. There's nothing wrong with, and it's a fact that our nation was founded on biblical principles. These are just simple facts. However, there is an unbiblical view of America that I am seeing very often. And this view is what is true Christian nationalism. So let me tell you the truth to counteract this view, and you'll understand what the view is more as I share this. So get this. The United States is not God's chosen nation. Gasp. You know who is? Israel is God's chosen nation. America, the United States, will only experience the blessing and protection of God insofar as we are faithful and keep God in his proper place. So what is God's proper place in all this? Is it one God under the nation? No, it's one nation under God. So we must remember that America is subservient to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, Jesus Christ. Listen to what it says in Colossians chapter 1, starting with verse 15. He, Jesus, is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. So he's talking about nations there, and empires. All things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And he is the head of his body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in everything he might be preeminent. So you see, Jesus must be preeminent. He is King of kings and Lord of lords. His body is the church. And Jesus said that the gates of hell will not prevail against his church. Nations, I hate to break it to you, nations come and go, but the church remains. There's been many empires and rulers who have sought out to destroy the church. And they are all dead, and their empires are gone, and the church still stands alive and well, stronger than ever today. And just like all those other nations, America will only experience the blessings of the Almighty God so long as she remembers that she exists for the glory of God. So long as we serve and glorify God as a nation, we will exist and flourish. If we place the glory of anything else, power, sex, money, Marxism, even the glory of America, if we place even the glory of America above the glory of God, we stand in opposition to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and then America will end up joining hundreds and hundreds of nations in the trash heap of faded glory of once great nations. So you have to remember, God first, and then country.